Welcome to the May-June episode of Access SCC. We have a lot in store for you, including field audio for your productions and a closer look at one of our volunteers.
We will also visit with Local Images host Judy Skyboss, as well as giving you a sneak peek at some of our new VIP items.
SCC hosted an open house this past April, and we will take you on a tour of all that was there. Stay tuned, Access SCC starts right now. On April 25th, SCC held an open house, inviting local residents and organizations into the Access facility to learn more about community media. Here's a recap of this exciting event.
Well, you know, we had our first of the century open house tonight. Lots of excitement, and something that that we felt would be great outreach to the community.
From 5 to 6. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know, we're a community-based organization. We can never do enough outreach, and we always thought, you know, we always say, hey, you know, we're the world's best kept secret, but you know what? There's no future in being the world's best kept secret. So, in order to do that, in order to not have us be the world's best kept secret, we got to open our doors to the community, let everybody know who we are, what we are, and how we benefit them, and what we can do to help build community.
I just can't begin to tell you how wonderful it is here, because I knew nothing about any of this, and this place has just changed my whole life to the better. And it's a lot of fun. It's more fun than I could ever imagine.
We're going by, and I said, "Hey, Warren, we got to go get on TV. Let's spread the word that way, you know." Warren says, "Yeah, it's a good idea." So I called Ted, and it just, you know, more from there.
Overall, it's a really fun experience, and I'd recommend it to anybody who maybe doesn't know too much about it, but would want to get involved.
I've been coming here for over a year and a half, and I love it here. And you can come here, and you can make your own shows. You can pay $10 and learn how to use these wonderful movie cameras, and it's really exciting and fun.
Here because I enjoy coming to SCC, and was asked if I would volunteer, and I don't mind doing that because we do a program here. We do 2 or 3 programs, so that's why I'm here tonight, and it's been enjoyable. I was really pleased to see how many people had come through this studio and all the facilities here today. And it wasn't just the regulars like me. You know, there's a lot of producers here, and I was really happy to see a lot of people coming in. And I hope more and more people would get involved in this. It's really enjoyable.
I'd say to come to an event like this. This is the open house, and learn more about it. And if you're interested in what you hear and what is presented to you, then you can always, I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can further investigate or further get into it by maybe producing your own show or helping somebody produce their show or what have you. And if you just want to learn how to edit or how some studio shows work, then there's classes available that you can take that will teach you how to do that.
You know, the staff here is great. I mean, they put up with all the, hey, come here, I need some help. Come here, I need some help. Once you get through that, then you just learn, and then it gets easier and easier. So I have a lot of fun doing it.
I think the turnout was really good. We had, typically we have at our awards show, 110, 120 people. Today we had about nearly 150. I would say, and a lot of those people are some faces that we've never seen before. So I would say, job done right there, getting new people in. And we saw a lot of people who were very excited about community media, and I think they saw what the benefits of community media could be for them.
Yeah, so now I'm having to debate.
I tell people, if they're not here, they're missing it. And ultimately, this is a great resource. And I'll tell you, there's certainly no financial barrier. You can't beat free, and you can't get more local than community television.
We've told you about TV19 and how they depend on volunteers to help with their productions, but we have never talked with one of those volunteers until now. We got a chance to talk with TV19 volunteer Adam Plorin.
I went to school at Century College for visual communications technologies with an emphasis in digital video production. So part of that program was to utilize the community media, to utilize that resource. And so we came here as a class and, toured the studio and took the camcorder class, took the truck class, got involved, and, I put my name on the list of call me if you need help. And so my first call came for the election shoot. It was October when I got started, probably September, October when we started school that year. So it was November. I was, from that shoot on, I've been active, I guess, with SCC. I just totally believe that nothing trade. You can know all you can know, but until you have your hands on the gear and you're out doing it, you really nothing is better than hands-on experience. Let's see. So I got called the morning of the election. They wanted me to run cable. So my first job was production assistant, which means doing all of the lowliest duties that you can do. I learned how to lay cable in a straight line, how to operate gaffer's tape really well in that first part. But it was like that day I was gonna meet Arlen in the truck because it was a multi-location shoot for the first time, I think, that they'd done that. So they were gonna go from the truck live at the library in Maplewood and go back and forth between both studios here and out at the polling place itself. So I ran cable from, they wanted me there at 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning. I ran cable for 2 or 3 hours, just taping stuff down we had to run through, public areas where people are checking out books and whatnot. So a lot of tape, a lot of straightening and stuff. But no sooner than I had agreed to that, they called me, I want to say the next day, and asked me to run a studio camera in one of the studios during the actual election. And I said yes, scared to death because we had yet to have actually run any studio cameras. But I have a background with cameras, and I know framing, and I know composition, I know optics, but I had never run. Video is what I was new to. So I said yes, and it was just hoping that I could hold it together, and it went all right.
Vote 2008, live local election coverage.
So I got involved with Sports Path. I guess that was 4 years ago, probably now, that season. And I've been running camera for Sports Path ever since. And now am basically in charge of and do all of the studio lighting for Sports Bath. I do still, do the sports stuff, the actual games themselves. I've run audio. I've taken over for Nick and done the producing and directing of Sports Path and been basically in charge of content production for the bi-weekly show when he's been out of town. I've done a lot of stuff. I've run audio for the truck, like during live sports shoots and events. So yeah, I've done a little of everything.
I want to encourage you to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/TV19 Sports, and
you really see the effort, or the fruits of your efforts, I guess is the best way to put it. You see the fruits of your labor with Sports Path, because I'm proud to say, to people, this is the show. I know a bunch of people that, I don't live in the area, so I don't get SCC, and so basically none of the people I know get SCC. But now that we put it on YouTube, and I don't know if we're still, but we used to put it on Vimeo. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. It looks good, and I can say that's my lighting, you know what I mean? That's my camera, and Sports Path has been a really rewarding experience, and I just feel like we're getting better, which makes you want to try harder. Don't think about it too long, just pick up the phone and call and come down. If you don't like it, they're not gonna make you stay. Why would you want people around that don't want to be around? So just why think about it? There's these people. The people here are awesome. They're here to help you. So let them help you. And even if that help is figuring out whether or not you're interested at all, then so be it. They'll be more than happy to help. And at the very least, you're gonna meet some good people, and you're gonna have a good time. I can't think of a time I ever came out of this place without having had a good chuckle while working and learning some stuff. Awesome resource.
Get ready! On June 1st, we'll be rolling out our new VIP items. See the new items you can earn next. Beginning June 1st, the VIP program will have 6 new incentive items with 3 items at each level to choose from. Let's take a look at what we'll have to offer. When you reach 10 points, you can choose from a SCC t-shirt, 10 DVDs, or a Petfolio. At 25 points, your options are an 8GB SD card, 5 mini DV tapes, or the new stainless steel sports bottle. At 50 points, you'll be able to choose from a 2GB USB flash drive, a fleece blanket, or our new full zip sweatshirt. At 100 points, you'll have the option to pick out a camping chair, 20 DVDs, or a 16GB SD card. At 150 points, the options are a backpack, 10 mini DV tapes, or our new SD card wallet. At 200 points, you'll be able to pick from a 16GB USB flash drive, a SD card reader, and a jacket, which has been updated to a new style. Lastly, at 300 points, You'll be recognized in our newsletter and your name will be added to the plaque in our front lobby. Your points will reset and you'll get to enjoy all the perks of being a VIP all over again. In addition to our newly added incentive items, while supplies last, you'll receive a bonus item at each new level you reach. So don't forget to sign in at SCC every time you stop by and enjoy those benefits of being a VIP.
Hey guys, I just got an email about a haunting at Maplewood Library.
What kind of things have they been seeing?
They're seeing strange mist shadows when no one's there, orbs, people fainting.
It's not really that surprising that they have a library card. It's just a library card, but there's some sort of weirdness coming out of that thing. Totally. Yeah, ice cold. Yeah. Oh my, are you kidding me? Come on, not again. That was in my pocket, wasn't it? Wasn't it that in my pocket? This was... Are you okay? Yeah. Oh my gosh. This thing is... I think this might be... Yeah. Well, come on, we better keep it really good. Get me out! We better keep a really good hold on this thing. Well, there's a mist. There's a mist.
It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. No, it's just mine.
What do you want?
Do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
No, I have to go.
Have you seen the Book of Life?
No.
We are all familiar with audio in the studio and how you can use the snake to have multiple mics. But out in the field it is not that simple. But we do have tools that can help make things easier for you, and we will show you how you can use them on your next production. As you can see, there are only 2 XLR inputs on our field camcorders. So what do you do if you have more than 2 people talking? There are a couple different options. The first option is to check out one of our field audio mixers. They operate just like the soundboard in the studio. You have control of setting individual audio levels as well as a master audio level which will go into the camera. Just be sure to switch your audio input to line when using one of these audio mixers. The other option that you can use is by using one of our new boom pole units. These new boom poles come fully equipped with the same shotgun mic that is on every camera, and in addition it comes with a woolly windscreen that will cut down on unwanted noise. This can be used to point in each person that is talking at that moment, plus you don't have to worry about any extra wires or cables to trip over. If you have any questions about any field audio, Don't hesitate to ask any one of your friendly SCC staff.
In this next segment, we got a chance to sit down with Judy Skyvoss and Scott Jensen, hosts and producers of Local Image. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
I'm Judy Skyvoss, and I'm the producer, host, do some editing, writing for the Local Image show.
So my name is Scott Jensen, and I am a producer and editor and photographer for Local Image. Judy Skyvoss is the mastermind behind Local Image, and it was her vision from the beginning, and I came in on it after she already had the groundwork laid down.
Well, I know I wasn't the only one whining about the endless winter we lived through this year, but that's nothing compared to what my next guest endured as a young child growing up in the South during the Depression and Dust Bowl years. She's written about it in a book called The Dirty Days. Well, I think it's important to have a program like Local Image because it provides, you know, a format, a venue for highlighting really cool things that are going on in our communities. I mean, we all watch the news and we have plenty of bad things that are going on, and there's so many neat stories and people that have done some just incredible things that have helped to, you know, build our communities up. And I just really like to focus on those positive things, so I think it's really important to help, you know, share some of these stories in our communities. So Corey, you've had some really fun projects that you've been able to work on. Tell us a little bit about this Rock Band video program.
Oh yeah, Rock Band 2.
Rock Band 2,
yeah,
tell us about that. That's pretty exciting.
So that was actually, that had come after the fact of me putting out a solo guitar record.
Okay.
And somebody had come to me and said, hey, we love your song and we need some content for this video game that's out. Have you heard of it?
Well, Local Image, I refer to it as a magazine-style show. It's a monthly program that features kind of the people, places, things going on in our Northeast communities, and it's usually as maybe 3 to 5 segments per show, and it can vary. So that's why I call it a magazine show.
Community media is really about getting in touch with, you know, people that are right next door and seeing what's happening, and Local Image is like the perfect way to really get to know who is next door and what's happening, and you know, get a break from the hard news and the hard government stuff, and you know, learn about some cool artistic things or some interesting books that are being written, and just all kinds of special interest stories.
It was such a big part of our lives, and we thought, God, wouldn't this be fun to, you know, bring this to the Twin Cities and, you know, show the young people in the communities of the Twin Cities what the circus arts were all about.
Like I always tell people, it's like a family. It's like we're all so close around here. We all just hang out all the time, and it's just super fun being around the people, even when we're not doing circus things.
It's been interesting because when we first started, of course, not many people knew about the show, and so we would look at our great local papers or, you know, kind of word of mouth, or just as we're going around our communities, see some things, and that's how we generate some story ideas. And now, after over 10 years, it's awesome because we have people who will contact us and say, hey, I got a great story idea for you, and we still get stories from our papers and just by being out in our communities. But
more and more it's, you know, word of mouth and people getting a hold of us and saying, can you cover this? For our May show, we had a few ideas of what we might want to cover, and I had read in a local paper, the White Bear Press, about this vintage record shop that had opened downtown White Bear Lake. And I'm from the era where I grew up listening to albums on vinyl, and there's also a co-worker here who has a huge, great collection of albums. So I thought, well, this would be a fun story to cover and see, you know, why would someone want to open up a vintage record shop in this day and age? And so we did go to Go Johnny Go and met John Cass, and he was great, and he has just a wealth of knowledge about music and the history of these artists. So it was really cool. We really had a lot of fun with it.
Been lucky enough to have been recognized by various, you know, entities, the ACM Hometown Awards, and also the NATOA Awards, and we've been recognized by the Emmy board. We've been nominated for a few Emmys, and
it just, you know, it's great. It's not like you have to do it to win awards, but it's just nice to know that it's of the quality that would be worthy of awards. And we've won several over the years, and I'm always so proud of that because it just underscores that, you know, the work we're doing is of a quality that people really enjoy.
Yeah, we love doing it. It's tons of fun because you just get to go meet all these cool people and really kind of see these unique things happening in the community. Yeah, we love it.
Thanks for watching this episode of Access SCC. You can learn more about all we have to offer by visiting our website.
You can stay up to date with news and events by following SCC on Facebook and Twitter.
And sign up for classes and events by visiting the studio or giving us a call. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Get ready. On June 1st,
Oh, that one was so close.
I'm sorry.
The audio in the studio and how you can, oh my God. In store for you, including field audio. God, our first one was so great.
Fired. I'll send you a recast.